want to pursue that line? Or?
I will absolutely insist on that line, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, if you protect me from these frivolous points of order, I was actually going to tell you what the county government has done. But I was expressing my disappointment. Mr. Speaker, this rain in Nairobi started beating us seriously on the 20th of April. By the 24th of April, we, the leadership of Nairobi, were calling for the national government to declare this a national disaster because our own county was overwhelmed. I hear people parroting about 2% of the resources of the county being directed to the disaster account. It's not as if county governments receive all the money that is allocated to them by this house and then separate 2% and put it in their account. As we speak right now, if you are a serious person who follows devolution, you know that the county governments have not received money since January. The equitable share of county governments has not reach the counties from January. So, Mr. Speaker, when you hear somebody saying talk about 2%, 2% of what? You should talk about 2% of money that you have put in the accounts of the county governments. Mr. Speaker, my disappointment is in the fact that from the 24th of this month, of last month, people have been sleeping outside. Then you come and tell us that we're going to give 10,000 shillings to the affected households. We have lost over 10,000 households, Mr. Speaker. Where do you think this people have been sleeping? That is my comment that I want to dissuade on Mungatana. Don't wait for Ruto'S money. It's not for your people. Mr. Speaker, as I speak right now as a Senator of Nairobi, I can confirm that no money has reached the people of Nairobi from the national government. So tell us about 2%.
Senator for Nairobi, in this house we use parliamentary language. If you're referring to a colleague, you refer to them as Honorable Senator. If you're referring to the President, you refer him as His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya. We do not have a Mr. Ruto, so kindly abide.
I want to advise...
I thought you had concluded.
Yes,
Senator.
let me make the correction you asked me to make.
Okay,
I want
proceed.
to ask the Honorable Senator for Tana-River, the very able Danson Mungatana, do not wait for President